Tamar Braxton and Mendeecees was tiptoeing around Atlanta together. Yandy Smith got word of it.
And you doing all the fucking in the room. We had the wall separated my bed and your bed. I'm listening. I can't answer my boyfriend, and I'm listening.
The love and hip-hop world just got flipped upside down after an explosive, no-holds-barred altercation between Yandy Smith and Tamar Braxton, and at the center of it all is none other than Mendeecees. What started as whispers of a shocking hookup between Mendeecees and Tamar quickly spiraled into an all-out war that had fans gasping, celebs weighing in, and police forced to intervene. Witnesses claim Yandy completely lost it when rumors reached her that Tamar and Mendeecees had gotten a little too close behind the scenes. At first, it was just side eyes and cryptic posts, but when the two women came face to face, the tension exploded. Yandy reportedly screamed at Tamar in front of a stunned crowd, accusing her of betrayal, disrespect, and crossing the ultimate line, and then chaos. Voices escalated, furniture allegedly got knocked over, and people started recording the meltdown on their phones. Within minutes, security swarmed the room. The situation got so heated that police were called to shut it down before it turned into something even uglier. Now, fans are asking, did Tamar really hook up with Mendeecees, or was this all a setup to destroy Yandy? And why did the drama spiral so far that cops had to be involved? To understand why this blow-up between Yandy Smith and Tamar Braxton has the internet spinning out of control, you've got to look at the messy, tangled history that's been building for years. This wasn't some random argument that exploded overnight, no. This was a ticking time bomb fueled by jealousy, betrayal, and long-simmering tensions, just waiting for the right spark. Yandy and Mendeecees' legacy for years. Yandy Smith and Mendeecees Harris have been one of love and hip-hop's power couples. Their brand was built on loyalty, Yandy waiting for him during his prison bid, Yandy showcasing her strength as a businesswoman, and together, painting themselves as survivors of scandal after scandal. But behind that curated image, fans always whispered about cracks. There were rumors of side hookups, mistrust, and jealousy, the kind of undercurrent that reality TV thrives on. Enter Tamar Braxton. Tamar Braxton, meanwhile, has her own history of drama, fame, and controversy. She's outspoken, sharp-tongued, and not afraid to clap back when she feels disrespected. Over the years, Tamar has feuded with family members, celebrities, and even producers. She knows how to command attention, and she knows the internet eats up her raw, unfiltered energy. So when whispers began to circulate that Tamar and Mendeecees had gotten a little too close at an after-party, fans immediately smelled chaos. At first, it was dismissed as gossip, a blurry video here, a cryptic emoji there. But the rumors snowballed. People started analyzing clips, pointing out suspicious interactions, and calling out Tamar for her history of crossing lines. Why? This matters to Yandy. For Yandy, this wasn't just about Tamar. It was about respect. Tamar wasn't just another woman in the industry, she was a household name, someone with her own powerful fan base. If the rumors were true, it wasn't just a betrayal, it was public humiliation. And Yandy's entire brand, built around loyalty and resilience, was suddenly under fire. The lead-up to the explosion, insiders claimed the tension between Yandy and Tamar had been brewing privately for weeks before the actual blow-up. Yandy allegedly confronted Mendeecees about the whispers, but he brushed them off, insisting Tamar was just a friend. Tamar, on the other hand, reportedly got wind of Yandy's suspicions and wasn't pleased about being accused. She posted a cryptic Instagram story about insecure women who blame everyone but their man, which fans instantly assumed was directed at Yandy. That one post was enough to set the stage for disaster. The moment of impact, when Yandy and Tamar finally crossed paths at a crowded event, the air was already thick with tension. Witnesses say Yandy approached Tamar first, demanding answers. Tamar tried to dismiss her with sarcasm, but Yandy wasn't having it. Voices rose, insults flew, and before long, the scene turned into a full-blown spectacle. Fans who were there claim Yandy was screaming phrases like, "You don't play with my family," You crossed the line with the wrong one. Tamar clapped back just as fiercely, shouting, "Girl, control your man before you come at me." The crowd pulled out their phones instantly, filming every second. And that's when things spiraled. Out of control, security had to rush in, trying to separate them as furniture got knocked over in the chaos. Witnesses swear Yandy tried to lunge at Tamar, while Tamar threw her hands up, yelling she wasn't the one to play with. The energy was so wild that people in the room actually called the police, worried the situation might turn violent. By the time officers arrived, the event had dissolved into chaos, with fans outside chanting and social media already buzzing with shaky live streams of the fight. Why the police intervention changed everything. The cops stepping in turned this from a reality TV-style feud into front-page headlines. It wasn't just drama anymore, it was an incident. And the fact that Yandy, who has always positioned herself as level-headed and composed, was the one allegedly going wild only made it worse. For Tamar, who's used to being labeled dramatic, the narrative didn't change much. But for Yandy, this was image-shattering. And yet, this is just the beginning. Because once the dust settled, the internet didn't just ask what happened, it asked why it happened, and what the truth really is behind Tamar and Mendeecees' alleged hookup. The moment Yandy and Tamar Braxton came face to face, it was as if the entire room stopped breathing. Witnesses say the tension was so thick, you could feel it vibrating in the air. Yandy didn't waste time with pleasantries. She stormed straight toward Tamar, her voice already rising above the music and chatter. "Don't you ever disrespect my marriage," Yandy shouted, pointing a finger just inches from Tamar's face. Gasps echoed through the crowd as Tamar stood her ground, hands on her hips, her signature attitude on full display. "What marriage, sis?" Tamar fired back, her voice dripping with sarcasm. "Maybe check your man before you come for me." That line hit like a bullet. Fans watching on live streams could hear the room erupt with ohs as Yandy's fury turned volcanic. She lunged forward, needing to be restrained by security, while Tamar continued taunting her from behind the wall of bodyguards. The hookup rumor confirmed. Until that moment, the alleged hookup between Tamar and Mendeecees had been nothing but whispers, fueled by a few cryptic posts and blurry clips. But Tamar's line, "check your man," was interpreted as confirmation that something did happen, or at the very least that Tamar wanted everyone to believe it did. That single phrase flipped the energy of the entire argument. Fans flooded Twitter instantly. "Wait, did Tamar just confirm the hookup? Yandy about to catch a case tonight. I swear, cops better hurry. This about to turn VH1 uncensored real quick." Chaos unleashed from there. All hell broke loose. Yandy reportedly threw her purse onto the ground, screaming, "You don't play with me, Tamar. You don't play with my family." Tamar clapped back louder, "You don't own him, sweetheart." Clearly, he wanted more than what you're giving. The crowd pushed closer, phones in the air, capturing every second. Security formed a barrier between the two women, but Yandy kept trying to break through, her voice cracking with rage. Tamar, meanwhile, played to the cameras, flipping her hair, rolling her eyes, and shouting things like, "You'll see this." She pressed cause her man pressed. The scene spiraled so out of control that bystanders dialed 911, reporting a violent altercation in progress. Within minutes, police arrived, lights flashing, sirens cutting through the noise. Officers moved in quickly, dispersing the crowd and shutting down the event completely. The first twist, just when fans thought it couldn't get messier, the first major twist dropped. A blogger released an Yandy's rage now made sense to everyone watching. This wasn't just paranoia. This wasn't just Tamar being shady. There were actual messages alleged, but damning, that suggested Tamar and Mendeecees had indeed crossed the line. Fallout. In real time, by the time cops escorted Tamar out one exit and Yandy out the other, Twitter was on fire. Hashtags like hashtag #YNDVStreetTamar, hashtag Mendeecees mess, and hashtag cops called topped the trending list. Fans divided instantly into camps. Team Yandy, defending her as a wife protecting her home. Team Tamar, praising her for standing her ground and refusing to be shamed. Team Messy, just enjoying the chaos, making memes of Yandy being held back and Tamar rolling her eyes. One viral clip showed an officer calmly saying, "Ladies, that's enough," while Tamar yelled in the background, "Tell her that I'm not the one chasing after me." If the fight between Yandy and Tamar wasn't already explosive enough, the aftermath made things 10 times wilder. Hours after cops shut down the event, gossip blogs started dropping bombshell after bombshell, and this time, it wasn't just rumors. Screenshots, DMs, and even shaky hotel footage started surfacing, pulling Mendeecees directly into the scandal. The leaked hotel footage, a grainy video clip leaked online, allegedly showed Mendeecees and a woman who looked suspiciously like Tamar entering a hotel lobby late at night. The two were hooded up, moving fast, but internet detectives slowed the footage, enhanced frames, and declared it was them. One frame in particular, Tamar's distinctive blonde hair and Mendeecees' chain, sent Twitter into meltdown. Hashtags like #Mendeecees caught and #Tamar receipts went viral. Fans couldn't believe it. The rumors might not have been smoke. They might have been fire all along. The DM receipts, as if that wasn't enough. A gossip page dropped alleged DMs between Mendeecees and Tamar. In one, Mendeecees supposedly wrote, "Last night was risky but worth it. Nobody can know. She'll lose it." The phrase "risky but worth it" echoed what blogs had already teased weeks earlier, and now it felt like the puzzle pieces were aligning. Fans lost their minds. He actually said risky but worth it. Yandy wasn't crazy. Tamar out here messing with married men again? Mendeecees ruined his whole family for what? Yandy's public breakdown the receipts sent Yandy spiraling. Hours later, she went live on Instagram, voice shaking, mascara streaking down her face. "I've stood by this man through everything," she sobbed. "I held it down when nobody else would. And this is how I get repaid. With betrayal? With humiliation in front of the world?" Fans flooded her live with supportive comments, but others reminded her of past drama, the staged wedding, the cracks already visible in their relationship. Still, Yandy's raw emotion made the situation even more tragic. This wasn't just love and hip-hop drama anymore. It was real heartbreak unfolding in real time. Tamar's clapback, of course. Tamar wasn't about to let the internet drag her without a response. She posted a cryptic Instagram story writing, "Y'all believe screenshots but not common sense. Some people need a storyline. Don't let lies become your truth." But instead of clearing her name, her words only fueled speculation. If it wasn't true, why not deny it directly? Why the vague shade? Fans accused her of deflecting, with one viral comment reading, "If it's fake, say it's fake." This silence screams guilty. The first major shocking reveal, the biggest reveal, came when a blogger claimed Mendeecees had admitted to emotional conversations with Tamar, though he denied anything physical. The blogger posted an alleged voice note of Mendeecees saying, "It wasn't what they saying. Yeah, we talked. Yeah, it got too far. But it wasn't. It wasn't like that." People twisting it. The damage, however, was already done. Whether it was just emotional or more, the betrayal stung just as deep. Yandy's supporters declared her the victim, while Tamar's fans defended her, saying Mendeecees was using her as a scapegoat to cover his own mistakes. The escalation beyond gossip. By now, mainstream news outlets picked up the story. TMZ ran with the headline, "Love and Hip-Hop Chaos. Yandy vs. Tamar turns violent over hookup rumors." The Shade Room reposted the hotel footage, captioning, "Risky but worth it. Y'all believe this?" Meanwhile, Hollywood Unlocked pushed the DMs to their millions of followers, igniting another firestorm of debates. Even celebrities started weighing in. Erica Mena couldn't resist dropping her 2 cents, tweeting, "Tables always turn. Yandy, not so perfect now, huh?" Carly Red posted laughing emojis under a Tamar fan page, making it clear she was Team Tamar. The police report leaks just when it seemed like the drama couldn't get messier. Details from the official police report leaked. It confirmed that officers were dispatched after reports of a physical altercation between 2 women at a public venue. The report noted property damage and verbal threats. Though no arrests were made, The fact that cops had documented the fight made it feel far more serious. Yandy's image, once of composure and professionalism, now stood in ruins. Tamar's reputation as messy and dramatic was reinforced. And Mendeecees? He was painted as the catalyst of destruction, the cliffhanger of part 4 as the internet debated who to believe. One final twist loomed. A blog teased they had more footage allegedly showing Mendeecees and Tamar not just at the hotel lobby, but inside the bar, laughing and whispering closely. They promised to drop it at midnight. Fans went into a frenzy. If that footage surfaced, it would be the nail in the coffin. Proof beyond denial. The escalation was complete. Leaked DMs, shaky videos, emotional breakdowns, police reports, and looming new evidence. This wasn't just drama anymore, it was an all-out scandal that threatened to tear reputations, marriages, and friendships to shreds. By the time morning came, the internet wasn't just buzzing, it was in full meltdown. What had started as a chaotic confrontation between Yandy Smith and Tamar Braxton had become one of the biggest trending scandals of the year. Fans, celebrities, bloggers, and even mainstream outlets all rushed to weigh in, turning the drama into a cultural war. Twitter meltdown on Twitter. Hashtags like #YNDVStreetAmar, #Mendeecees mess, and #risky but word hit dominated the trending topics. Fans argued in massive threads that read more like battle arenas than discussions. One viral tweet said, "Yandy been acting like she was the queen of loyalty. Meanwhile, Tamar out here sipping her man like tea." Another shot back, "Tamar is messy, but don't forget who made the vows. Mendeecees is the one embarrassing Yandy." Memes were everywhere. Clips of Tamar yelling, "Check your man," were stitched with dramatic music. Screenshots of Yandy crying on live were paired with sarcastic captions like, "Strongest soldier until receipts drop." One meme even photoshopped Yandy and Tamar into a boxing ring poster with the tagline "Love and Hip Hop Heavyweight Title Fight." TikTok and Instagram Reels. On TikTok, creators reenacted the hotel video with skits, exaggerating the risky but worth it line until it became a punchline. Others used a viral clip to highlight how women often fight each other while the man escapes accountability. Those videos also blew up, sparking debates about gender, loyalty, and public humiliation. Instagram Reels focused on Tamar's clapbacks, turning her lines into sound bites. Influencers posted Reels lip-syncing, "Check your man before you come for me," as though it was the new mantra for 2025. Within hours, Tamar's line had become the latest clapback audio trending across platforms. Celebrity opinions. Celebrities wasted no time taking sides. Erica Mena, never missing a chance to shade Yandy, went live and laughed, "Tables always turn, baby. And when they do, it's never pretty." She didn't name names, but everyone knew who she was talking about. Carly Red posted a cryptic IG story of her sipping champagne with the caption, "When you've been right all along." Fans accused her of being messy, but Carly thrived on the attention. Spice, meanwhile, gave her blunt Jamaican perspective. "Dem Saya fight pon camera and expect sympathy. Respect your marriage or leave it alone." Even outside the love and hip-hop circle, celebs were chiming in. Tamar's sister, Toni Braxton, posted a subtle but telling tweet, "Silence is sometimes the loudest response." Fans debated whether Toni was defending Tamar or subtly shading her for getting dragged into more drama. Mainstream media coverage. TMZ ran footage of the police arriving with the headline, "Cops break up Tamar Yandy showdown over Mendeecees." The Shade Room posted the DM screenshots asking their audience, "Y'all believe this was real or edited?" The comment section exploded with over 200,000 replies in less than 12 hours. Hollywood Unlocked leaned into Tamar's side, suggesting Yandy overreacted to gossip, while Bossip blasted Mendeecees as the true villain, publishing a headline that read, "Mendeecees caught in Braxton Smith crossfire, the man at the center of the map." Fans choose sides. Public opinion split into 3 distinct camps. Team Yandy. These supporters empathized with her humiliation, pointing out that she had been loyal for years only to be betrayed by Tamar and Mendeecees. One viral comment read, Yandy held that man down in prison. If he really did her dirty, she deserves better. Team Tamar. Tamar's fans defended her with the narrative that she was being scapegoated. Men lie, but women get blamed. Tamar doesn't owe Yandy anything. That's between husband and wife. Team drama. Then there were those who didn't pick sides at all, instead reveling in the spectacle. Memes labeled the feud as the Super Bowl of reality TV, and fans admitted they were just here for the chaos. Industry impact. The scandal even began affecting brand reputations. Yandy, who had cultivated a polished image as a businesswoman, saw one of her endorsement partners quietly delete a promo featuring her. Tamar, meanwhile, leaned into the controversy, teasing on Twitter, "Might as well turn this into a single. Risky but worth it, dropping soon." Whether she was serious or not, the internet went crazy at the thought of her turning scandal into music. The backlash against Mendeecees amid all the chaos. Mendeecees was strangely quiet, and that silence made things worse. Fans demanded he speak up, but the longer he stayed silent, the more he became the main villain. Twitter threads ripped him apart. Women tearing each other apart while he sits in silence. Typical, others joked. Mendeecees watching from home like it's WrestleMania. Finally, a gossip blogger claimed Mendeecees was laying low because his team feared anything he said would pour gasoline on a raging fire that only fueled speculation that the receipts were real. The countdown to more receipts